welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Tommy. They call me the sugar daddy of Lagos. So today, basically, we'll be talking about, those difficult guests. Those very difficult guests. Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about. So I'm going to say that we've had our own fair share of them. Not so many, but as a short-term rental host, you need to know that once in a while, these guys are going to pop up, and how do you deal with them? I've been managing houses for the past 2 years, and I must say that I have a couple of things that I do or that I put myself in check for, just to be able to manage these people. So what do? I would say that I am always as calm as possible. As a host, especially for a business that is experience-based, you are in a hospitality business and you are expected to be as calm as possible. There's no such thing as a too nice host. You can never be too nice as a host. I remember this one time we had this guest that checked in from the abroad, and he came in, checked into the apartment, and he was like, this place is dirty. He just kept on complaining. Trust me, this guest did not spend 5 minutes in the apartment. He just went in and immediately, he just started complaining about this and all of that. In our own defense, we'll think that, okay, everything is fine. But still, as a host, you need to first okay, what is wrong? We looked at the apartment. Was everything fine? Have we played our own part as a host? We did all of that, and we saw that, okay, this is that difficult guest we've been expecting. Apparently, he called Airbnb, reported us, and we don't even know what he must have told them. Then they called, then we switched to video calls, made video calls of all the spaces, showed them everywhere, and they were like, it's fine, So an hour after, he called us and asked if the apartment was still available. Of course, no. So that was it basically. And we just knew from the beginning that this person, even afterwards, if he came back and we eventually had him stay in the apartment, he's going to be a difficult guest. Do you understand? He's someone that will complain virtually about everything. We always tell people in our homes that, okay, this place is 24 hours, this place is 12 hours power supply and all. Sometimes before the generator comes back on, maybe 5 minutes interval, all of that delays. So this is a kind of guest that if the power does not come back on in less than 30 seconds, you're going to have it like big time with him, So the trick to that guest was staying calm and ensuring that everything was covered from our end. We made sure that, okay, we know that our apartment, we do not compromise on cleaning. Do you understand? So we knew that everything had to be on point, and that way nobody's going to come and tell us that this apartment is not clean enough. Another thing you need to look out for is signals. A lot of times you just know when a guest is going to be difficult. For example, in the booking process, they're already asking too many questions. It's fine to take questions. It's fine to be inquisitive. You want to know how the exact nature of or the state of the space. For example, I have guests ask that what's the size of the bathroom. It's fine to be that inquisitive, but there's some questions that can go, just over the board. Sometimes it's not even that the guest is difficult, but you, in the process of responding to the guest, do not give adequate information. Or, for example, a guest is in the apartment and there is an issue probably with the internet, and you're probably talking to the internet provider. In an hour, 2 hours, still nothing yet from you to the guest. You don't expect such guests to be calm when next they call. Usually when solving a problem or a challenge with a guest, you need to make sure that you keep them in the know of what is going on. Always tell them, oh, okay, so I just spoke to the customer service. You just have to let them know what is going on, so they are carried along, even when you are solving the challenge. So there was this other time as well, we had this guest, okay, we won't mention his name anyway, so he doesn't see this video. So he came in, he was going to stay for about a month, And when he checked in, he said he thought our TV was a very big TV, and he wanted to bring in his own TV, which was like a very big TV that he wanted to use it for Zoom, because he does a lot of meetings with people all over the world, so he needed a big screen and all of that. Okay, we're like, that's fine, He brought in his TV, even though the TV was, quite massive, and he had to sit inappropriately on the console and everything. But we're like, okay, he brought it in. And here's the thing about the apartment he stayed in. That's not the only block we have in that same building. So we kind of have about 2 other units in that same block. And it was a long stay, a month, and he was going to complete his stay by a week, and he was going to move to another unit. He then asked that we should move, that he wanted to move his TV again to the other unit he was moving to. That TV, the TV there as well, is not big. And that was where we knew, like, okay, no, we can't keep doing this over and over again, It was a pain also. This was just, one of those things that he did while he was there. There were a couple of other things. You just have these guests come around every now and then. It might not be as frequent, but you need to know how to deal with them. You need to stay calm when talking to them. In as much as he was saying all of these things, there were times where he would be on the phone for about an hour expressing his displeasure about this. We were calm enough. And as a host, you need to learn to do something, which is keep your emotions in check. Like they say in the court of law, whatever you say or do not say will be used against you. You don't want to be that host that said something, or that said, just in the process of some, people would not note what he said before you reacted. So you just want to make sure that your emotions is in check. You need to stay calm in responding to the guest. You need to listen, be able to listen. In as much as you are not interested in what is being said, but listen, just so that you can capture everything. Thank you for staying to the end of the show with the Sugar Daddy of Lagos with the Dead Vibes. I hope you learned something, and if you do have any other tips, just share your experiences, things that might have happened, to you, different things. I'm pretty much sure that your experiences are different from ours. Just share and let us talk about these things. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you.